what I had to do. Cool. Audio should be good now. Can you hear me, Bob?
I can hear you, buddy.
Is he having technical difficulties? No, he's here. He's just having...
Yeah, his camera wasn't working or something.
Big old Rolly. I never thought Dobby would be a sellout and pay, though. Oh, God.
I mean, as you can tell, I'm playing this in a free online local, so take that as well. And also, I'm just learning. To be honest, I'm learning the deck, but yeah, so I'll probably run it very poorly on stream and embarrass myself.
That's okay. I mean, everybody thinks it's the best deck, right? So.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It's definitely strong.
Best deck out the set, I should say.
Ooh. Cooler's been kind of nasty.
There's no way, Dolby. That deck sucks. We play Bojack. Bojack Light, and you know it. It's like a wannabe Bojack.
Yeah, it has advantages over Bojack, but it's very
I can't believe this.
You just have it. Well, I mean, I'm just looking for something to get me off Bojack, so
that's also fair. Maybe I just have it wrong. Maybe I have it built. Maybe I just have it built wrong. I don't know.
Read your messages, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's like I need to play it a lot more still before I think it's better than anything. But I think it feels very good off the rip.
Where's this guy at?
He said he was trying to fix stuff. I don't know.
Can he join this table?
One of you guys want to play?
No, he's here. He just can't. We have to drag him up. I just realized he's been sitting at table 5.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's at the round table.
I got him.
Hey, we're in business. All right, I'm muting you guys again.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Kaya, you have both of us muted? He did not respond.
All right, we got Goku Black. You just want to run it, or did you want to side or anything?
No, we can just run it.
Yeah, let's just run it. Let's try to catch up on time, I guess, a little bit. High roll. I got 8.
I got a 6.
Gotcha. I'll go first.
Kyle, I assume you have
would
us
you like
muted.
my
If
cut
not,
or
just
deck
mute
cut
it.
in any specific way?
No.
Okay. No, just however you normally do it. It's fine.
I should mute them too off of this so no one can hear them.
I'll just give myself half cuts.
All right. Should be good, Bobby. Should change this to round 1.
So we're back?
I think we're back.
That's exciting. Hello, friends. Happy Tuesday.
Hello, friends and family. Don't forget the family. Don't forget the family.
Can our friends on stream hear these fellows talking, or do you have them muted?
I just muted them, so they should be good.
Okay, so we've got Dolby here playing Red Broly, and then we've got Kaio Returns playing Goku Black.
Interesting, right? We got 2 new decks, which is cool.
2 new decks from the set, yep.
Yeah. Hopefully his black and white proxies won't be too difficult for us to make sense of. But
it's the same matchup I played over on the Turtle Club's YouTube with Sam. I lost this Goku Black, but
spoiler alert.
You can win. Yeah, it's a 59-minute video, so buckle up.
One game?
One, yeah.
I'm down.
So we've got the Broly player here using the leader effect, searching a Broly, dumping a Broly, and then paying 1 for the Jaguar Island, which will net him 2 cards off of the top 5, assuming he doesn't whiff on Broly's.
Which is silly because Broly gets to start with 8 cards on turn 1. So
the Awakened is a little nerfed, right? There's not a lot of decks that just flip over and draw 1. No untap.
right.
So it is balanced out, I guess, in that sense. But yeah, it is. It does start with a nice full hand. So Goku Black here will do a top 7, and it will put 1 card from the top of its deck into the warp. So hopefully you'll get a 2-toss Unison that you get to play. That I'm not sure based on the proxies, but that's one of the 2 non-activate battle 2-cost specified 2-toss Black Unisons in the deck. He plays that for 1. That I believe is the dual. It's basically a 15k dual attack Unison. It's a blocker +1 will warp 2 up top of the deck and then restand itself. So you want to try and get as many cards in the warp here as you can.
For sure. We do apologize for the black and white proxies, but it is what it is. We'll try our best to try to make sense of what they are, just to help you guys out. And Bobby plays the deck, so maybe he can kind of make sense of it by the image, at the very least.
Yeah.
Pretty simple turn 1 from both players. I believe Broly awakens at 5 life, so
It's definitely an interesting way to design a deck with all these Unisons. It does. I think it does have some potential. I haven't unlocked it yet, but there might be somebody who can. Yeah, that Unison he's got right there is what I said. Empower Black 2 blocker, and basically get 2 swings out of it. There's also another 2-cost Unison that plays at activate main speed that +0s, warps 2 cards, and gains 5k in crit. And then the best one is the activate battle, go to black, pay 1, play it, get 10k for the battle on a card. And then it's +1 is draw a card and warp a card. So those would be the main ones you'll see him cycle through. Obviously, we're seeing these guys probably play these decks for the first time and anything organized, so
right.
I wouldn't grade them too harshly on knowing every effect right away. Dolby got to 5 life, got to awaken.
I mean,
Now
and
we
the Broly
can
leader is busted, right? For anyone who doesn't know, the long and short of it is that I think if you have cards under a Broly, you can give a Broly barrier and dual attack for a turn cycle. So really strong. Tends to just kind of be a go tall deck. Plays a Broly. It can tuck the 3 cards from the drop under a Broly when it's played. I believe when it's played, and then basically you get that effect going.
Yes, and I mean, the devs must have asked themselves, can we design a red deck that's stronger and easier than Warp Vegeta? And then they said, yep, we can. We can do that.
Yes, we can.
So you basically just play a bomb a turn, and then any deck that gets turned off by that Bio Broly card in the Z deck, which you'll probably see. It's actually not crazy against Goku Black because you're not playing a bunch of battle cards with Goku Black, but
Right.
this is one of the 2 turn 2 plays. There's 2 3-drop Brolys, right? I think one is a blocker.
And this is the blocker, right? No. One's, yeah. I think this is the blocker one, right?
Oh, look. I've got the Goku black cards in front of me, so I'll try and scaffold for those. But
I got you.
this
I got you.
is...
I do have Broly in front of me.
Yeah, this one is Broly Teeter Revenge. So you have to have 2 energy to play him. You look at top 3, add a red card to your hand, which is pretty cool, and then place the remaining cards into the drop. So that's how you kind of fuel the drop area for the tucking cards under ability. And then additionally, if you added a Broly card to your hand, if the red card was a Broly card, you get to neg one of your opponent's battle cards 15,000 power for the turn. So pretty nice.
Right.
And the deck, it becomes a dual attack barrier blocker on turn 2. So you swing once, and then you get a barrier blocker to defend with. Dolby also set up the Z extra. So tapped out here, but I mean, it's going to be hard for Goku Black to really punish him too much for that. He can get quite a few swings here if he cycles through all the 2-cost unisons.
I guess how aggressive does Goku Black want to be, right? I guess you kind of have to take those swings where you can. I think that might be the best way to kind of combat the Broly deck, right? Just try to swing under it because it's going to swing bigger than you can.
Yeah, so this turn, in theory, he's going to have 2 swings with this unison that's on board. If he gets the SR, that'll be a 20k crit swing first. So that'll be 3 swings. You just swing with the leader, activate battle, play the Goku Black unison. And then that's another couple swings. So he can do quite a bit of 15k spam here, which this is probably your best chance to get some real damage through. He did warp the evil Saiyan off the top, so oh, never mind. Okay, he's playing an 8 life and passing, so strike all of those things that I said and
right.
Just ignore.
And it probably would have been optimal for him sitting at 8 life to just swing, but I guess he doesn't want to take the life and take 2 life on the awaken and say, well, you know what, you're going to swing at me anyway, so let me just hold my awaken here and let you don't take 2 damage for no reason, which is a smart strategy. So.
Yeah, if you're playing against somebody who knows that it's likely that he's going to swing at the unison twice here and then pass and not give him a damage step and not let him set up the activate battle Goku Black. So we'll see. I think it would probably be advantageous to swing here. Every turn moving forward, Dolby's going to be able to explosive dance, and Goku Black does not build Z energy very efficiently.
Right.
So
there is an argument for him not to swing that last turn too, just because if he did, he would have gave him a combat step, which had allowed him to play the really strong Broly that lets you combo for 15. And
well, he was tapped out, right?
Oh, he was tapped out. Okay.
Yeah. So what I was thinking there is you maybe either you get some cards out of his hand or you attempt to push him down to 3, and then if you evil Saiyan him to 2, now all of your Kraken space time are live.
Right.
And if you get a bunch of unisons in the warp, you can Broly can get to a really high number, but if you've got 20 unisons in the warp to get rid of, you can get to a really high number too and go to black. So
would he have had to have awakened to put that aggression that you're saying, or could he have done it without awakening?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you'd want to awaken to get I guess he didn't have to necessarily. He would just go tapped out, but he could have done most of that. Yeah, he could have done the go-to block and just swing with the unawakened leader. So
here he's playing a big boy that does a couple things. I can read this one because I actually have it in front of me. So this one is a deflect double striker. Place 3 cards from under this card into their owner's drop. When this card attacks, you draw a card and then choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards, and they get minus 25k power. So basically, with the leader, it's a draw 2 because it can place 3. They'll have 3 cards under it from itself, or the leader will place 3 cards under it, or 6, I believe. But then he activate main and pay 2. If your leader is red, Broly, 3 more energy, play this card from your hand. So early he's getting a 30k double here. That basically allows him to draw 2 with conjunction with leader effect, and he can neg battle cards 25k. But this is a unison dot deck, so he won't really be doing a lot of negging. But there are a few battle cards like a Zamasu and stuff, so it's good to get around the indestructible things. There it is. So he removes a 3. I believe it has dual attack, or did I miss that he?
He swung twice. He blocked
Okay.
with his unison.
Okay, I didn't. I was reading the card. Makes sense.
So now this has barriers. So he's none of the unisons in the archetype have barrier removal. Your barrier removal in the deck is a 2 energy play with a 7-drop Fuse Zamasu, which you're really not dying to play against red, considering indestructible is not going to do too much for you.
Right.
So the best way to remove this is either 7-drop Cumber, because you haven't played anything from the Z deck yet, or just play Evil Saiyan, which he could do. He'd have to hit a target in his life to then play, because the only card that would be in the warp is an 8-drop. So he's probably not looking to do that this turn, but he definitely would like to remove that Broly, just pretty
So
good
the
card.
one,
Nets him 2 cards if it bridges.
well, I think it only draws if it has stuff under it. So as long as it doesn't have anything under it, and I think the only way to add something under it is with Jaguar Island, like additionally. So I think right now it's just a 30k double striker. So maybe kind of has to just swing under it and hope for the best. Let me just double check. Yeah, so leader only places 6 under a Broly on play. So
And it has to be the played card. Yeah.
under the played card, right? So right now it won't get the redraw or the neg 30 on swing. So it's kind of just a 30k double striker, which I mean, it's still pretty big, right? And it's pretty scary, but maybe he doesn't need to prioritize trying to remove it. Maybe just try to swing under it.
Yep. So right now, the Goku Black player has awakened, and he's established the 7-drop Zamasu. It's a 25k indestructible that draws your card when it comes in and buffs all your unisons by 5k, which in theory is very strong. But as what happens with a lot of these strategies, he's going to get floodgated here, and now it's basically a card from hand, and you have to now give 20k worth of power instead of 15 for your unison swings. So there
Kind
are
of a Nambo situation. Yeah.
you do have bigger cards. You're playing. You're probably playing Cumber. You're probably playing the 7-drops themselves. You're probably playing the 8-drop Trunks. At least a lot of the newer lists have that in there. But if you're playing like a 15k Trunks Overrealm, that would have been able to be used as Z-charge fodder for Dance, and now it's not because you buffed your unison. So
Right. I mean, how efficient is this deck really as charging? Right? Is the
nothing Z charges besides comboing from hand, and you don't have much of a hand, so it's
right?
definitely a tough one.
And the cards you combo are kind of the ones you want to keep, right? They're your non-unison strong cards, so it feels bad kind of getting rid of them just for a 15k or 20k swing sometimes. But I mean, here he is comboing into it, right? Cumber, that's a good combo, right? You want that in your drop anyway, so.
Yep. So let's the Zamasu swing, and then this Goku Black came in. Not going to let him swing to Explosive Dance. So that Broly Omen essentially ends the turn. Because I do not believe Goku Black has any Z energy established. This leader swing is 30. The Goku Black that came in is activate battle plus 10 on a card. So Dalby gets out there by comboing to 30. It did cost him, 2 cards in hand. The Omen and the Twice-Sakai, but it essentially ended his opponent's turn. So,
right.
He's got a decision to make here if he wants to tap the energy to remove the 8-drop. I'm assuming since he comboed that Tumber, he's got another Tumber, but he opts not to do that and keep the energy up for defense. So now this is where Broly gets a little insane. Basically every card he's going to play is going to clear this 7-drop Zamasu. So he's doing exactly what you said.
Right. The Jaguar Island allows you to place 3 cards from your drop under a Broly, which is really strong. So now he gets to re-get that effect. He can give this one barrier blocker or just get a draw, get the neg, kill that Zamasu, and then save his leader effect for a more impactful swing or a more impactful Broly like the SR, which...
Yeah, so you're in a tough spot here as Go-To Black, right? I mean, you could Petrify, avoid the draw. But every time you Petrify, that's one less Petrification you have in your hand for the SCR, right? So.
All right.
And the SCR looks at your hand and pitches the Petrification. So ideally, you gotta have 2 in hand to stop it.
Where's my phone? There's this Zamasu that Z charges from hand that could come in clutch. Yeah. Against a dance matchup like this, for sure. Any amount of Z he can get at any cost, especially that's not from hand, is definitely valuable.
Yeah, you could do that. It just costs you a better Unison.
So here he is playing just another Broly, going for more, another double strike, another draw. Gets the double draw here as well. So just pressure, can take out the Unison in the swing, throw one at Uni, throw one at leader, maybe just go straight at leader here. But there it is, drop 3, draw, neg. If there was something to neg, he could, or he would, but. And the 30 is a good number against this deck. Yeah, you get the free combo with your Unisons from your warp, but that's still a lot, and you only have so many, and you really do want to save them for your push and kind of the smaller swings. But
and it's still early enough in the game where he needs at least a copy of each of the Unisons to kind of cycle through. And if you're getting rid of them to defend, it can be, you kind of are removing your deck's engine from the game to try and defend, which can be difficult.
Right.
I mean, Protector of the People, he pitched for that. I mean, it's okay, but these Brolys are swinging very tall, so he's okay to let Protector of the People go off.
And then you guys are seeing the real strength of the deck, right? Of the Broly deck is a big swing, big multiple swings, 30K, very reminiscent of some of the older, stronger red decks where 30K is just that perfect number where it taxes your opponent's hand. It's not enough for a super combo for you to get out. And man, do I lose 3-4 cards out my hand just to not to take this damage or go at a lower life? So.
Yeah, and there is Go-To Black does have a very good battle trick with the Go-To Black 5K Unison that for 1 is an activate battle. It comes in and powers 2, and if it has 2 markers, it warps one of your opponent's battle cards. So In theory, that would be a strong answer to something like this, but with Broly giving its cards barrier, obviously it's not that good. He could play it here to get rid of the previous 8-drop that no longer has barrier, but looks like he's just going to try and combo out. So he drew his super combos and didn't mill them, which is one of the hardest things to do in the deck.
It's always nice to see, for sure.
Playing the Heli super combo, which is a great choice. You get to pitch cards out of your hand and draw 2, which is ideal because you want to get the unisons out of your hand. The deck really doesn't have a great filter mechanism, so you want to have cards that will pitch them from hand. I have no idea what that 1-cost Supreme Kai is, so we'll have to look for the art later that he pitched. No need to keep searching.
All right.
So he plays another one, which kind of was drawn for Vegeta. Will he win the game right here if the Goku block player does not have a negate? Let's see. So he's got the cumbers. I don't know. All right. So it would appear that this game is over, unless he has an SGR somewhere.
Which is a quick one, right?
Well, it's not necessarily over because of that same battles trick I just told you about. That does not that would hit the Vegeta, right? So
Right.
we'll see if Dolby is aware that exists or not. We'll know if he asks him if he has it in the warp, if he knows that it exists. Because this could just be him throwing the game right here if he dumps on this.
Right, this comes to a card knowledge.
He knows how many cards he has in the... He knows how much combo power is in his hand in theory, and he also, if you counted the warp, could figure it out.
Right. In theory, it'd be safe to just get to that number, that way. But I mean, either way, right? He probably shouldn't take that chance. I guess you kind of have to force the instant speed removal, but he's going for the dump, or he's going a little bit too hard. Yep, he's
unaware that this exists. Yep.
Yeah.
This would be tragic if the Goku black player does not have that unison in his warp at all. Because then he just loses, but we'll see. Oh boy.
Yeah, he's full dump here. Does he have that guy in the warp to be able to?
I haven't tracked the game well enough to know that.
Right.
With the... Oh, he does not have it. Oh my goodness. Man. That's like swinging all that into a Nova deck, not knowing Hey Shenron exists.
Right.
And he didn't get punished, so it does not matter. So Dalby takes that one with Vegito SCR over the Broly SCR. I wonder if that's a decision made because of the cards he owns, or just a tech choice.
Could be both.
Could be both.
Combination of both, or
Let's see if
maybe
we
both.
can get them to unmute us.
Yep. So you
Let's
them?
see. Yeah. Nope, they're
Oh.
gone.
Nope, they left. Well, we'll see you guys in the next
We'll be
round.
back for round 2. That was fun.
It was fun. Yeah. That was. boom. And boom. All right, guys, here we are with round 2 of DMG Locals. Sorry for the delay, but we have Belmod the Clown versus U7 Goku. Well, throwback. So definitely interesting decks.
Yeah, Belmod's definitely a neat pick with all the support that White got this time. It has been quite a while since I've seen Red Son Goku. I know we looked at it and talked about the cards with the anniversary box support, but maybe Faisal will show off why it's really good.
Right.
And I just played a game with Belmont last night, so I think I know what most of the cards do, so that's exciting.
So here is the dream opening. You want the Furball in Belmont. It's the best card you can get. It hides itself and it can always rehide itself, which is very important. Not a lot of cards in this deck hide themselves without assistance. So it's just to pay 1 top 5 searcher for a god and then activate main, it can hide itself. So this is ideally what you want to see. It is interesting that he charged the Iraq here. I think Iraq actually would be really good in this matchup just because a lot of the stuff that kind of hinders his deck is that it starts with 15Ks. And so being able to bean or even 15 to 20, right? And then being able to bean and only taking 1 card to get out. So
yeah, Iraq is one of the best cards in the deck, I think, right? You want to be playing that on defense most turns, and you definitely want to see it. I guess there's a world where against Son Goku, you might be thinking, I'm going to be facing a lot of Toitsugai, so it won't be as effective because he can get Toitsugai in the drop very efficiently, but we'll see how that works out.
right. And maybe he just has multiple in the hand, right? And if you have 2 or 3, then you're only going to.
I think I misspoke originally. A-Rod's playing Red U7. I thought it was a Faisal.
Yeah,
They were on the opposite cameras before we moved them. Before we moved them tables. So
we almost had Broly versus Gamma for you guys, but the Gamma player was having some technical difficulties.
And I'm okay taking a break from Broly, even though it was Will and we love Will. But
Right.
I'm sure you're going to see plenty of Broly, so it's cool to highlight some other stuff.
Especially some older decks that kind of got support over time that we haven't really seen much. Belmont got a couple good cards in a new set, just being white. So seeing if that's enough to make Belmont a better deck. And U7 got the legacy support like Bobby had mentioned, and basically see if that's enough too. So. But see, look, like I said, this is the 19K. What I believe this one's dual attack, if I'm not mistaken. But that right now our rack would be perfect, right? It would just be stay at a high level. Not yet.
Can't play it yet.
All right. 3 or more energy, I believe, for someone, your opponent.
Yeah, we're
somewhere around there
on that with you, but one of the many improvements we're trying to make here in 2026. But I think it's you having 3 energy, and then you can do it.
New year, new me, baby. New year, new me. If your leader is a white god and your opponent has 3 or more energy, so.
Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, so.
Woo! Got him.
I hope I didn't cheat last night against Raymond playing that. Possible I did.
Facts.
Very possible.
All right. I apologize now. I'm sure you guys know what U7 does, but maybe some of you don't, right? It hasn't been played for a while, and there's a lot of the newer players in between. But it's basically a sparking deck, and it can't send its cards to the warp. And honestly, that's about the most I remember about the leader.
Yeah, so the front side, both sides have the permanent you can't send cards from your drop area to your warp. The front side swings, draws on swing, and then once per turn, you get to burst 3, draw a card, and then choose 1 card in your hand and discard it. So that's kind of what I was referring to with you can get Toitsugai online very easily. There's other cards that you want to discard, obviously, as well. You awaken when your life is at 4 or less, or there are 7 or more Universe 7 cards in your drop, and then it's a draw 1, untap 1. And a lot of the cards in the archetype depend on having X number of cards in drop to be able to be played. So you're trying to fill up your drop very quickly. On the backside, you have the same permanent, and then you also now instead of drawing on swing, you activate main, draw a card, and then place up to 3 cards from the top of your deck into the drop area. So kind of combining those two effects. No more discard. And then you have an activate main for sparking 20. You get to add 1 mono red universe 7 card from your drop to your hand and negate the skill for the game. So this essentially was used in its heyday. You would mill your 8 drop Vegeta SCR, and then once you had 20 in the drop, you would just add it back to your hand with your leader. So it was almost a precursor to Evil Sane, right? Being able to be searched
and
out very
so
quickly.
Basil's turn real quick was just the ideal unison with the furball unison. She has a +2 reveal a card, draw a card. And then the furball is the perfect conjunction with that, just because now the furball can activate main, hide itself. Then Faisal swung, played a liquor, and then liquor after it's comboed, you could pay 1, so you can use the furball with Belmont's effect to be able to essentially pay for free. And then he can select the battle card, and it can't attack. So it can't attack for a turn cycle. So basically, it also draws. So now he was able to still get a standing hidden mode card as well as freezing the dual attack freezer, which is pretty good play because you need hidden mode cards in this deck. So, and he didn't have removal for it. So essentially, that's his version of removal, and it was a free play.
Yep, that Margarita is a very strong card for the deck. I think it got overlooked on release. I'm not sure if everybody was playing it or not, but it's basically a draw engine onto itself. It's a +2 unison, which makes it pretty sticky. I mean, if they want to put 4 swings into it, that probably serves you a purpose as well. But every time it lives a turn cycle, you get to draw an additional card. So now you're drawing on leader and drawing on unison. So it helps the deck kind of keep up with other decks that build their hand size so quickly.
And here is A-Rod playing one of the new cards, one of the new supports for U7 Goku.
I have it up. Do you want me to read it for us?
Yeah, for sure. I know Monsters warned something. But...
Yep, so it's a 3-drop Krillin, critical sparking 7. It has an activate main to pay 1 red if your leader is the leader he's playing and you have 3 or more energy. Play this card from your hand. Then play up to 1 red non-Krillin Universe 7 card with sparking 10 from your drop. So that's how he played that Vegeta. That Vegeta has some barrier removal. I'll get to that in a second. But the other ability here for the Krillin is when this card is played, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and they get minus 10,000 power for the turn. So pretty strong ability. Unfortunately, when you're playing against white, they're going to have all their battle cards hidden most of the time.
There's a free Iraq.
It's hard to clear. Yep, so he plays the Iraq. That beans his leader, and it beans the Iraq. So definitely very useful against those smaller swings, right?
Right. And the Krillin was a good addition for the deck, just because you were milling a lot. So it was like, hey, what happens if I lose my basically my battle card? So now it's a way to say, hey, you can kind of get them from your drop, and you're not just limited to the ones you have in your hand anymore. So definitely a good addition to kind of give the issue is it's just reborning cards that kind of got power crept throughout the meta that aren't as powerful as they used to be, which is probably why the deck didn't really see a big increase in play, just because it's just getting more of the things that already weren't good enough.
Yeah, so the deck in its heyday, at least when I would play against it, I did not like playing against it because it always stayed at a very high life total, which was difficult to deal with because it was also pretty aggressive. So once you started to put them down in life, you really paid for it on defense. So it was kind of a tricky deck to kind of win the game against. That Vegeta that he played off of the Krillin, just in case you don't remember, it's been a while. Typically, it used to cost 2. That's how you played it. Pay 2, sparking 10. And then when it comes in, it draws a card, and you choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and they get minus 15,000 power for the turn. And he's a 20k crit swing, so still good. I mean, still, and in that situation, playing it off the Krillin, you get to draw a card, and get some board removal. But
you see Belmont, he got out of the swing. He revealed that liquor. The leader can just reveal a hidden mode card to gain 10k, or I think he can give anything 10k, right? But either way, it gives his leader plus 10k for the battle, so just a free 30k combo out. And again, it's that perfect number where this deck really swings at that 15, 20, maybe if he combos 25. So in conjunction with that free bean Iraq effect, can kind of get out the swing and gets his turn right back. So, and he got to bridge the turn with the unison, which that's the draw engine. That's a lot of value there. So.
Yeah, it does a lot for the deck. It draws you cards, and it also the +2 just says choose one card in your battle area and switch it to revealed mode, draw cards. So there are some cards that benefit from you having another enabler there. So now it's almost guaranteed to live, right? If you get to 6 markers,
right,
your opponent's not going to kill it.
If gaining 4 life was too much, gaining 5 to 6 is even worse. So you just kind of, now he has to ignore it. Now he's going to put aggression, get his swings in, and kind of clear board. He has a couple cards that in the Belmont deck that can just clear from being hidden if he has the clown itself, or if he has the Goku. Goku's really strong because it'll triple beam the leader for the turn. So
one thing that Faisal, and I'm pretty sure Faisal has some experience playing with and against this red U7 deck, but it does have a counterplay in the deck. It's a Sparking 7 counterplay. It costs 1 energy in the deck. And if your leader card is Universe 7 card, when this card is played, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards, and it gets minus 15,000 power for the turn. Additionally, if it still reduces, and if it kills the card that's coming in, it draws a card. So a lot of the bodies in Belmont are bigger than 15k, but your clown that comes in that's a 25k dual attacker now is a little less effective, right? Or if you pays 1 to play the Moscow, which is basically a cantrip that hides itself to kind of ramp you in energy, essentially, with the leader steal. Now that card dies. It might not die. Honestly, I don't know how that actually resolves with the Moscow. Because the Goku, the reduced power is in the auto. He might already be hidden by the time that auto.
Because your auto goes off first, correct? Right.
Yeah. So
but we see the Goku here. Goku's really strong. It hides it. It can hide it, any battle card of yours. And if you do, it pops. You can KO one of your opponent's battle cards, not ignoring barrier, and then like I said, triple beam your leader for the turn. So he's just gonna hide himself, kill the freezer. He could have arguably swung with it first, but he just didn't want to run into any potential battle tricks or getting neg prior. So
the more hidden mode cards you can build, the better, right? They serve as energy, and it serves as kind of like super barrier for your opponents.
Yeah.
He let the purple die, which is a bummer.
Well, he can't hide it, right? He already hid the other one when he flipped it with Margarita, so it has a limit 1 activate main to switch itself to hidden mode, but because it's limit 1, it just essentially just became a top 5 searcher, and then he could have comboed it with it essentially, but
he's at the other one still underneath.
Yeah, he does the other one. Yeah.
So not as big of a deal. That Android 18 that was played, I'm not familiar with that one. That is I think that came out the anniversary box before.
Yeah, I believe it is
that this deck got support.
It is a negate. I know that, and I think it does neg on play. It might just be a spark. It might just be a sparking X. You can negate one mana negate. So
I think it also might be able to be played from the drop. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look for this card. It's an red Android 18.
So here we see Faisal playing the Gohan. It's a negate. If you have a hidden mode card, you can hide one of your opponent's cards. So it's basically a 2-for-1. It's really strong. We do have the new Revenge card in that we got the SR extra card that the baby deck got, and then a new set, which kind of does the same thing as this card. But this is a body at the end of the day. So
Yep, if your opponent, you can punish poor sequencing with it, right? If they
right.
play things out. So real quick, this Android 18 is a counterattack. Negate the attack, play this card, then choose it's one of your opponent's battle cards and subtract 15,000 power for the turn. It is a permanent sparking 7. It gets reduced in your hand and dropped by 2 if you're playing the U7 go-to leader. And if this card will be removed from a battle area, remove it from the game instead, so it can't be looped. And it has a permanent that you can activate this card's countersteal from your drop by paying its cost and discarding 1 card from your hand. So basically, you always have a negate in the drop to use.
Right.
So this 8-drop, this is interesting, man. I cannot remember the last time somebody played this against me, but when it was running rampant, it was the most
Very
annoying card.
Very scary card for sure.
So this is an 8-drop Sun Goku Ultra Mastery. Still, I mean, just one of the best arts I think they've put on an SPR. But it is Deflect, Double Strike, Dual Attack. And then it has an auto once per turn if you have Sparking 20. When this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand, choose up to 1 card with an energy cost of 7 or less from it, and discard it. So that happens once per turn. It does cost 4 to play. If you have 10 or more U7 cards in your drop and you play it from your hand, and then you choose all of your opponent's battle cards and they get minus 35,000 power for the turn, and you can't play non-red battle cards for the turn.
It looks like you paid 3 for that. Is it something reduced?
I believe the extra card does reduce the cost for the turn. So
Okay.
it has an activate main. If your leader is that leader and you have 4 more energy, reduce the skill cost of that by 1.
Okay.
I think they're looking for us to answer a question. Let me hopefully I'm not as useful as a judge, so hey, what's up, buddy? I assume counter timing would go before the auto.
Yes. Correct.
Yep. No, I think that's correct. And then once you draw for that, then he looks.
So the extra card in question, basically it says it's a negate. It costs 1, but it says you can switch a hidden mode card from your hand to rest mode. I mean, you can switch a hidden mode on the field to rest to play this card essentially for free. And then you can hide any card you want, any card to draw a card. So it can replace itself. So it can hide an energy. And it's really strong in conjunction with the Belmont leader because he is one of the only few white cards that can unreveal an energy. Most things only can unreveal battle cards. So you can hide your energy and you're not punished by it by turning it into a colorless for the rest of the game. You just next swing or even on your next turn and your swing, you could just use the leader's effect to get that colored energy back.
Yeah, so basically the deck kind of plays like a blue deck that plays the West Kais, right? That act as energy in your battle area. So
Right.
It has a lot of, the leader ability does that for you, and then there's other cards that you can use in conjunction with that. So the more hidden mode cards you have in active mode, they're kind of, you're almost like pseudo ramping, which is a really neat play style for them to put in white. So the question real quick that he asked me to unmute for was basically on swing, that 8-drop looks at your opponent's hand. Does he get to negate first? Resolve the negate and then look. Yeah, draw first. So since it's all in the counter text, someone in the chat might, if they're watching this and I'm wrong, you can tell me. But we kind of said that the counter resolves first, and then the turn player auto would resolve. So hopefully that's right. I didn't mess that up.
Right. So here he let this swing through. We have the Iraq, and he's probably just going to bean and then probably use leader skill to unreveal that energy and gain another 10K. Maybe throw a super comp. Maybe that got him out of the swing anyway. We'll see. Let me do some quick math. 15, and then 20, and then looks like it just. I guess he got out of the swing. How big is the big Goku mastery again? 25? I know it's not 30, right?
Yeah, it is 35K.
I wonder how he. Maybe he just took the hit. maybe I
It
looked
is
away.
double. I don't think he was at 5.
I think he was at 5.
Oh, he
So
was. Yeah, so he's at 3 now. So yeah, he
yeah,
probably just took it. Yeah.
yeah.
So he's definitely got
But
to remove that. That's the priority.
for sure, he honestly could have just comboed out. He could have used leader skill and used threw a super combo on top and got out of it. Oh well, no, because he was at 5. So I guess he was like, you know what? I don't have a way to really combo efficiently at that point. Losing 2 extra cards wasn't worth it. So he just said, you know what? I'll just go to 3 and use these defensive cards later.
Yep.
So
that field, sorry, not field. The Z extra also will give, I believe it gives one of your U7 cards blocker. So at the end of the turn, you choose up to one of your mono red Universe 7 cards, switch it to active mode, it gets blocker. So that's why that
yeah.
the card that typically does not block is blocking.
And now you see, just turn your card sideways. The rack can't hide itself. It's kind of irrelevant. He's just gonna plus here. Reveal the furball. Oh, I'm sorry. Reveal the Goku, which then now can hide itself. Again, triple beam and kill the 8-drop. Get that off the board. So a good job here at just getting that board clear going into the next turn, especially being at 3 life. He just doesn't want his opponent to have too many options for their turn.
Yep, so he cleared the board here very efficiently. Now, it does look like the U7 player has a nice hand size, and he's still sitting at 7 life. So this is kind of the conundrum I was talking about before. It can be difficult to put them down and then not pay for it, especially in a timed event where sitting at a high life total is very beneficial to not lose the time.
Right, and this deck was very synonymous with doing that, right? Staying at that very high life total because it could awaken and not go down in life, and then it got its value right away, and you just didn't really. You're spending a lot of time not trying to not die and clear their board, where maybe you don't have that ability to kind of get their life total down, especially with their free negates and it being red, right? So, which also has its own floodgates and stuff.
And they get to control your life if he's playing the 8-drop Vegeta SCR, which is obviously a great choice because you get it back with your leader. Probably the only choice, honestly.
I wonder if he is
burns
running
another
that.
life. So
Right. We've gotten some really good red SCRs since then, but again, since you're milling, maybe he probably still is on that SCR just because you can add it back to your hand. But we'll see, right? Maybe he's like, I'll just get lucky and draw it and not mill it, or
that'd be a choice.
But being able to,
be a good one.
probably not. But with Phaso at 3, right, that SDR burns a life, so you can easily put them to 2, and it can get a little silly here. But the Bell mod here, we get to see it. It plays, and I believe it can switch a card to revealed mode and untap itself and kill something. So it's a Suedo dual attacker. Switch this card to active mode. Choose up to one of your battle cards in the battle area. Switch it to the reveal mode, and then KO a battle card. And basically every card in this deck draws, which is why I haven't really been mentioning it. But every God card says draw except Beerus, and the only other card that doesn't draw or replace itself on play is the Goku so far. But the Iraq, the Liquor, the Bell mods, all of them, they all just replace themselves. And it is kind of funny that he charged that Iraq because now it got to a point of the game where it would come up again. I am curious if he just has another one in hand anyway, which is going into a big turn for A-Rod here with U7. So maybe he can probably push this 3 damage in if he does not have that Iraq, at least really tax the hand.
So this would be the turn if you're playing U7 when your opponent passes 4 energy that you'd really, I think it's 3 energy and a marker, but that you'd really like to have a Toitsukai here.
Yeah.
Right, because a lot of the cards coming in are going to be 20Ks.
That Liquor, the Iraq, yeah. I will say, if he's running the new Revenge card, it's actually good against that SCR because normally you would swing for triple strike, right? And now you can't. You kind of have to pop it right away because they can hide it on attack. Or if he still has another Gohan, right? So
yeah, that's one of the things.
Oh, there he is.
You can almost knowledge check your opponent, right? Faisal kind of gave it away by using the Gohan negate early.
And
It's
showing
possible, it's possible that his opponent would not have known that existed and might have swung with it and gotten punished and have it hidden. Most of the time, most players, at least in my experience when playing against the deck, they do not swing with the 8-drop. And they just, they get the value and that's it. So it would be pretty gutsy to swing. Now white has a couple ways to do it, so you'd have to have great confidence that your opponent does not have the answer. It looks like he's counting his cards here. I'm not sure if he's determining if he wants to get something back.
Oh.
If you have SCR in hand already, then you're looking at returning a super combo.
Right.
He charged the dance, so that tells me he has the dance already. It's going to be interesting to see here if Faisal starts to build that Z energy a little bit proactively so he can push through the dance to win.
He's definitely like a shark, seeing blood in the water here, seeing his opponent at 3 life, saying, you know what, I'm at turn 5 myself. I can do a lot with this turn. So maybe he's going to try to go for a kill here. But he does have to be wary. Faisal does have the Gohan, right? He showed his hand while reading it. So something to pay
Yep, the
attention
U7
to.
player does have the hand knowledge of, Faisal had a pretty stacked hand at the time that he looked at it.
So we see 2 here for, I have no idea what that card is.
Yep, so this is another new one from the anniversary box. I have it. The only reason I know that is because I see it sitting in my
Thank God
in my box from there. Of course, the deck list that I pulled up on Deck Planet does not play this card. So let me
see.
find this. It is
I think he gets to play a card and it gets plus 10K, and that's just because I can kind of hear him talking, but I'm sure there's a little bit more to it than that.
Okay, people must be out on this card because every U7 list that I click on does not feature it. So, here we go. We got a list that has it. So this is a Sparking 10 dual attack, so playable off that Krillin. Tap 2 if your leader is that leader. Play this card from your hand, then play up to one red non-Sun Gohan Adolescence Universe 7 card with Sparking 7 from your drop.
So it's another version of Krillin, seems like.
Yep, and then when this card is played, choose up to one of your ready Universe 7 battle cards other than this card, and it gets plus 10,000 power for the turn. So I would assume you're going to try and look for another dual attacker, right? Which would be probably your Frieza.
Frieza, yeah. Vegeta's
your Sparking 7 Frieza, which is a 19k dual attack. The other Sparking 7 in the deck is the Android 17 SR, which is double strike, which is pretty good. And then when it attack, it searches. So
it's the Krillin Sparking 7. He opted for the Krillin. Not sure why.
Okay, so he opted for the Krillin. Oh, yeah, the Krillin.
For the minus 10, I guess. Whatever it is, 10.
Yeah, for the minus 10. You don't get the the activate main on the Krillin to play another card. That would be pretty cool if you got to just chain these things.
For sure.
Yeah, it's interesting. I would assume the Frieza would kind of be your best value, 229k swings, but
so here we see the revenge. Yep, perfect card here. All right. You can hide your opponent's battle cards for however many hitting battle cards you have. And they also get unrevealed at the end of the turn, but it's basically just a very good Suedo floodgate for decks that go a little bit wider or build up a board in general. You can get you out of a couple swings. But I could read it. Limit 1, negate the attack. Choose any number of your opponent's battle cards up to the number of your hidden mode cards. So even if you had that energy hidden, you could count that as well. Switch them to hidden mode, then switch all cards, switch to hidden mode to revealed at the end of the turn. So
yeah. So no floodgate for white, but this is, if you're not able to efficiently handle your opponent's board, but you are hiding a lot of your cards, it does kind of act as as a good
like
floodgate
a sort of
for your
floodgate.
opponent's turn. Yeah.
And we see here, I mean, it helps him. It took off two swings. Even if he did go for that Vegeta or the freezer there, right, that would have been hidden, and the dual attack would have been irrelevant in that moment. So he still would have, you know, the guy just. I guess that's why he chose Krillin effectively, just to try to clear the board, get the neg 10 on the Krillin, and then played Krillin's Destructo Disc, which then negs the rest of the way. So
Good synergy there. Yep.
yeah.
So this should be a big turn for Faisal. Be curious to see here if he has SCR. Yeah, he could be playing Belmod. He could, or not Belmod. Yeah, it is a Belmod, right? Or he could be playing. Oh, it's a Beerus. No, it's a Beerus.
Very.
Or he could be playing the new baby SCR, which
So
is
right now
a very strong card.
They have a little bit under 4 minutes left in the round, which is going to be an interesting turn here. They do get 5 additional minutes for overtime, but with Faisal sitting at 3 life, he would essentially, if he passes turn, he could lose just from time alone, just because he can play the Vegeta, burn him a life. It just depends. He can get him. If he can't kill him, at least try to get him to 1. But because he hides all his stuff, well, I guess hidden emoji cards do count towards time rules, right? So
yes, they do count as cards in the battle area.
Right. So it's going to be a very interesting. I mean, 3 minutes, right? And he hasn't done anything, and a minute went by. So maybe he ends up having the rest of the game here. But
So
if he
this
does
is going to
pass
be an
it all,
explosive dance, I assume.
right?
Right?
Oh nope. I think he said no negate.
Interesting. Maybe he's going to wait for the leader because the leader can get pretty tall. Possible. Both of these players could be playing an SCR that burns life, so that's something to take into consideration for the time rules, right?
And we don't know if they're paying attention, if they know how much time. We will send out a notification in the next 2.5 minutes saying that they're in overtime. But
so there it is.
Okay.
We spoke it into existence.
Cards cracked, broken, crack city. Cost 3. Play this card. Hide all of your opponent's battle cards, not ignoring barrier. And if your opponent has 2 or more life, you crit them a life. He has dual attack, and he has blocker, and he has an activate main. You can pop a hidden mode battle card in your opponent's area to draw a card. So card's really strong, especially if you can hide it. So right now, if he could hide it, he could then reveal it with the Margarita and get another instance of dual attack, and also get another instance of being able to pop a battle card in drawing. But he only has 1, so it seems he already used the Margarita just to draw here. And
yeah, so one thing to note about this baby SCR, that the ability that when it comes in, it has the auto that will hide the whole board. But it says additionally, if your opponent's life is at 2 or more, place 1 card from their life into your owner's drop, and your leader gets plus 10,000 power until the end of your opponent's turn. So it is, it's kind of like the Evil Saiyan SCR, where it will not burn your opponent from 1 to 0 to win you the game. They have to have 2 or more life. But the 10k power until the end of your opponent's turn is tied to that as well. So if you only have 1 life and they play this, they do not get the 10k buff on their leader. So just something to be aware of.
And it seems he opted to just hide it rather than swing with it again. So that lineup kind of shows he's going to pass turn here. They're 30 seconds from overtime, but he essentially could have hidden it and then unhid it with the Margarita, but he opted not to. Maybe he wasn't aware that he could get dual attack again, but either way. That's the beauty of white too. You can hide your SDR, so you kind of never has to die, and you can get another turn with it, which is really powerful as well.
Yeah, and we are in the late game here, so time is a factor. But going into next turn, if he gets another turn, you would have the opportunity to flip this SCR over multiple times if you have enough enablers to do it. So sometimes, though, it is beneficial to leave those hidden mode cards on your opponent's board. there are some decks that benefit from getting those cards back, right? So keeping
Right.
them kind of stuck on the board can also be a benefit.
Ironically, in a deck like this, right, where we see he has the Monster Reborn effects that can bring those guys back. If you can lock them onto the board, then essentially taking away from his options to Reborn. But here we see a token negate going down to 2. And Belmont again can reveal. I just read the card and I forgot. I'm pretty sure he has to reveal something to drop something, but let me just double check because we should probably make sure that that is being done correct. Switch this card to active. Choose up to one of your battle cards and switch it to reveal mode. So it's up to 1. So you don't have to reveal, but you still get the retap and restand and the pop. So we see here he passes turn. 4 minutes on the clock. He could just slam. A-Rod could just slam the SCR here, burn Faisal down to 2, and kind of build up a board state. It's a weird way to win after such a good game, but
that's Masters now that these decks are so complex and they haven't increased the time limit. That's kind of what you're looking at in a lot of games. I think what the strategy for A-Rod here might be is to kind of bait out some of the activate battle cards that Faisal's going to play, right? You kind of want to see your opponent play the Iraq, play the Liquor, and then clear the whole board.
Try to get the revenge the floodgate we were talking about. So the floodgate, try to get that out the way too. To be honest, I think Faisal should have just kept the aggression going, right? He had the Goku to swing with, he had a Belmont, he could have swung again with the SCR. His opponent was tapped out with
he was under dance, so he might not have had the ability to swing.
The ability. Oh, I didn't see. I thought he just didn't dance because he never did it early.
He did. I believe he danced on the first SCR swing.
Okay. Makes sense then.
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw a Rumshi over in his Z energy earlier. I guess he used it. Yeah, it did for the Belmont swing. So yeah, I guess he just didn't want. You could easily swing through dance at that point of the game. So I'm surprised he opted to just not. But now we get to see, the double being on the leader does help. But leader skill, like we said, sparking 20 can add a U7 back from your drop to your hand. He's opting for Broken Barrier Goku.
So that would mean he's either unlucky and with the looks like less than 10 cards in his deck has not built the SCR, or he has it in hand.
Or it's in life, and he's even more unlucky because you'll never see it, right?
Could be, yeah. So here, this will, get 2 swings likely. Try and bait out some of the activate battle abilities here for Faisal.
Right.
It's also interesting in a time scenario that if you're using the baby SCR as a board clear, those cards are still in the battle area.
Right.
They're hidden,
right.
but you could end up losing cards in battle area in that circumstance, which is interesting. All right, so he's tapping 1 here. So this means that if the SCR is coming down, it is it's all the energy here. So we'll see.
I think he's going to try to get his opponent down to 2 life here in battle, and then try to get that SCR burn to 1, and then win that way. He essentially 1, 2, 3 to the 2 right now. He technically does win on board state if he can get his opponent down to 2 life, but we'll see if he is playing for that. They have 50 seconds, so he's going to have to make a decision. If he slams Vegeta here, he essentially would wipe the board that is non-existent. Oh, no, he has 3 hidden mode battle cards. So 3. So he's that's the math actually does not math in his favor.
So he's actually risking it by swinging here.
All right. But if he Vegetas now, he would have to pop the Vegeta to crit, and then it would be Faisal would have 3, and he would have 3.
He would have 3, yeah. So then they would go to. I'm not sure if Vegeta.
There it is. Yep, he just opts straight for it. Faisal, the issue is now if he swings, Faisal could play a Liquor and on a rack, which would give him +2 battle cards. So
definitely can't swing.
He definitely cannot swing, but it puts them at 3 apiece. Oh yeah, next leader too.
Yeah.
Go to 2, and it's 3-3. What's it? What is it? It's
Swing.
field,
3 to
life
3.
field, hand, I believe, or life field deck. Maybe it's hand. Yep. So here it is, a card
now,
for a card.
and now it's over.
And unfortunately, that is timing around, and it is 4-3. He has no way to play another battle card,
You
and he
want to
passed
let the
turn.
time is
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, Faisal is he's tapped out, so Faisal would have won even if they had another minute on the clock.
That Gohan negate served him well, stopping 2 swings
Yeah,
and putting
very
a
strong.
card on board.
Very, very strong. I'm trying my best, but everything's crashing. I believe if someone could tell them next time. I mean, I guess we did. Yeah, so he's swinging with the Rumshi. Rumshi has double strike, I believe, right?
Yeah, but this is they called for time, so this is over.
Yeah, and the Goku player has 7 cards in hand, and it seems like Faisal is just 40. And Faisal's swinging for 70 currently. 56. 61 to 70. So yeah, 61 to 70. So either way, he couldn't combo out time or not. As for the elephant was
Make
a
sure
double
you
strike.
go ahead and report.
I guess I could be wrong. I know
That was a close one. That was a close one.
It does have a double strike. So yeah, he would have won. It was very close. Yeah. Wow.
Yep, he's actually right. Could not swing with it; it would have got hidden. So,
Yep.
Gohan negate proving its worth here for Belmont. That was a fun game to watch.
He also had the revenge in his hand too, so that was cool.
All right, we're gonna get round 3 loaded up. We'll send you to the waiting room for a moment, and then we'll be back with round 3. Thanks for joining us.
See you guys in a bit.
We're back.
All right, guys, we're back. Oh God, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. We're back for round 3 for a banger. One might say, little Broly on Broly action. So strap in.
Yep. So just a little update on the tournament. We had the option for table 1, but Faisal was there, who we just saw last round. So we wanted to maybe save that one for the last round if Faisal makes it. This table 2 is on stream over at the MPU. So if you have not checked out their stuff, definitely should. Chino does a great job with streaming locals in Florida, and also does a lot of online tournaments. So he's streaming with us tonight on table 2. And then table 3, we had the U7 player who we already had. So we grabbed this one. This looked like an interesting one. The Red Broly mirror. So you got Will and Daniel playing here. Will went first and charged the crown, and now he's doing the Jaguar Island to get 2 cards. So this should be an interesting one. I've seen a lot of Broly. I don't think I've seen the mirror yet.
Doesn't seem. I mean, I guess there is some outplay. It doesn't seem as dreadful as other mirrors, right? That we always tend to see those more technical matchups and those technical decks where the marriage is very just painstaking, and it really feels like, okay, I'm doing what you're doing, and what I'm doing is just as annoying. Where this is really just a go tall deck, right? Skillidarity.deck. So at the end of the day, it's just as if you were playing against any other go big deck or big creature deck. So maybe it's not going to be that terrible. It will be interesting at the end of the game. I think will be something to look forward to. Is that dumping and who can get that last damage through? So
yeah, you kind of. There's not a ton. It's not a BoJack mirror, that's for sure. It is.
right.
They're gonna tap 2 and play an 8-drop. Then you're gonna tap 2 and play an 8-drop, and then who's gonna have the guts to drop the SCR first?
Right.
That's gonna be kind of the.
This could be essentially if he was playing against like a green deck or something, right? That just spams Solidarity versus Broly. It'd be the same difference. So maybe it'd be interesting actually of a mirror.
Yeah, the deck is somewhat scripted, right? I mean, you if you're going first, you definitely want to play Jaguar Island. I think going second, there's an argument that you might want to set up the Z extra, but Dalby opted to also go with the Jaguar Island there. And then turn 2, you're really only able to play those 3-drop Brolys. So that one of those is going to be your play.
And the rare Broly's really strong here, right? Because the one that ignores barrier, or the SR Broly, whichever one. Yeah, SR Broly ignores barrier with its. So like, you kind of can nullify each other's leader skill, I guess.
Yeah, so you definitely. I mean, if one list played less of those, that might be problematic in this type of matchup where you're definitely going to want to have those. I think we already saw Dalby play one time, so we know he's playing the green Broly Omens, which might make a difference here in the battle of explosive dances, right? So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be very interesting to see the dance in this situation. We already see one dance charged. I was just thinking, the deck's full of 30Ks, so any combo, you can always turn on the other thing to swing. So yeah, definitely those omens might come in clutch.
Well, it's tricky because the deck does have bombs, but those SR 30Ks being your main source of barrier removal is going to be at a premium, right? You really don't want to be comboing those off to swing, because you're going to want to be able to answer your opponent's board each turn.
Let's see, we have the blocker one here as well. Again, top check. Puts a Koitsukai. Cute. It's adorable.
Which that is relevant in this matchup, right? Broly does want to activate battle and play the 4-drop accelerating power on your opponent's turn. So you have to wait till your opponent has 3 or more energy for that, but that's a crazy card. We'll talk about that when somebody inevitably plays it.
I don't know if anyone takes any bets if someone plays it or not, but if I was a betting man, I'd take that bet.
So Will opting to not bother with a block. He's just gonna swing.
I do think that Broly that we're talking about is going to be very important in the matchup, right? Because it gives that plus 15K to get out of these 30K swings. So it might actually be one of the most important cards in the mirror. But the Broly he just played, I don't think we saw it last time, where it says deflect. If you have 2 or more energy, play this card from your hand. It's just a 20K. But when he's played, you look at the top 3 cards on the top of your deck, add up to 1 red card from your hand, then place the remaining cards into the drop. Additionally, if you added a Broly card to your hand, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with 20K power or less and KO it. So it's not a neg. It's just a 20K or less killer. But it replaces itself, and you can add any Broly. You can add any card. Place the remaining. Look at the top of card. You can add any red card to your hand, which is actually really strong, right? So you can find your extra, your SDR, your anything, right? But if you added a Broly, you can get the removal effect. But in a board state like this, doesn't really need it. So
yeah, and that 4-drop is really insane because not only is it plus 15, right? When you place 3 cards from under it into its owner's drop, you get to give one of your Broly cards 15,000 power for the battle. But when you play it, your leader will touch 6. So that activate battle is not once per turn or limit 1. So just by paying 1 energy and drawing a card, you get essentially 30K free combo power, which you can combo itself off if you need to for 1 energy, stay even 35K combo, which is pretty crazy. Or you can even go with the Jaguar Island, put 3 more under it, and then for a neg 1, you basically get 50K combo power for 1 energy and 1 card, which is
so
really insane.
What we're seeing, what was really quick, he just used Jaguar Island to place it under his leader. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but that is an interesting effect that we did find, that you can place the extra cards under your leader, and then you could give your leader barrier and dual attack, which can come up. So yeah, you lock those cards under your leader, but like you're gonna get your drop back anyway. But just being able to have a dual attack leader essentially for free. The barrier is obviously irrelevant, but
this was an interesting play. Jerry introduced me to this the other night when we played, and once you put the 3 extras underneath your leader, they're going to be there the rest of the game. So at any point, especially in a red mirror, when your leader is not taxed under dance, that's going to be an effective tool for Dalby. That if he gets floodgated and can't swing twice with one of the bombs, now your leader gets to swing twice. And of course, because why would they ever do this? The auto to discard a card and draw 2 is not limit 1 or once per turn. So,
and I also believe with demonic playtime, it gives the double strike to the end of the turn.
No, that is for the battle.
That is for the battle? Okay.
Yeah, I think on untap, the text is wrong. So originally when we were testing, the untap translation is wrong. The 10K and the double strike are both for the battle.
Okay. But I mean, having dual attack, right? You could still demonic playtime for that 1 swing, and then your opponent can make the 4-step combo out, and then you still get another swing with your leader, right? In a matchup like you said, where dance is kind of the premier floodgate in the game or in this deck, having access to a dual attack leader is very pivotal. Can be very pivotal in certain moments, right? Just to be able to, as we were just explaining, how does this deck efficiently swing under dance? So.
Yep, Jaguar Island putting cards under the leader is definitely a way to make that happen. I'm not sure if Will is playing the Broly Omens, so that'll be an interesting kind of dynamic if Dalby's able to just limit Will's Z energy, and then Will does not have that tool at his disposal. So we'll see how that plays out. It might still be that going first is just better in Masters, which it typically has been, but
yeah. We did see when off of one of those searchers that puts the stuff in the drop, Dobby did lose one of the SR8 drops that we were talking about. And as you were alluding to, the more you have, whoever has more might come out on top in that trade. So losing one already,
Yeah, I mean the SCR obviously has barrier removal. Clears the whole board, but that's really it. Your 8-drop SR is really, and your SCR, your only forms of barrier removal in the deck. So not having those. It'll also be interesting to see if somebody decides to go into the Bio Broly.
I think it's kind of bad against red, right? Was the issue because they could just neg it and not, especially if they have the SR. I guess other red decks, but they just slam that Broly SR and neg it off the board right away. Yeah, they get the bean one time, but
yep.
But it will be interesting to see if someone plays it, right? Because a lot of people who play this deck, they kind of tunnel vision into that card, thinking they have to slam it. So.
Well, for good reason. When you read that card, it reads like an SCR. It's really,
it's really
such
silly.
an insane card. So I could
also
see why
liability.
You pick up the deck and want to play it. I mean, people are going to pay 3 for this in other red decks just based on how strong it is. So,
right. But you also can't really play it in this matchup in the mirror because it costs 3Z, as you alluded to, and we're talking about playing around and playing through dance. I mean, I think your Z energy is probably more precious in the grand scheme. We'll see.
Yeah, that 7-drop Broly will come into play, right? Because the card that reduces the Bio Broly will generate you 2 Z energy. Most people are just going to use it to go into the Bio Broly, but in this red matchup, that does give you that Z energy. So that is a way to get those 30Ks back from your drop into the Z energy. So that'll be interesting too.
And I don't know if we read it, but the 7-drop says place 2 cards from under this card into their owner's drop. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 card under this card, negate its skills for the turn, add it to your Z, and then the next time you would play a red Broly card from your Z deck during this turn, reduce its energy cost by 1. So, and then activate main, pay 1, and play this card. So it puts 3 under it, and then you could remove 2, and then use the effect to essentially combo. Or it's not combo, it's more so gaining a Z, but then you can play the Bio Broly that we were talking about, but it's also a good way for him to generate some type of Z energy. So it is interesting that he put a 20K when he probably could have put a 30K, but maybe he just doesn't have him in his drop. And it doesn't look like he does anyway. So
yeah, so Dobby's down to 3 here, and we've talked a lot about explosive dance being very important, and neither player has established the Z extra. So,
and Will just pitched the Jaguars Island just to draw with leader. He didn't mimic what Dobby did by placing them under. Maybe he didn't see it. Maybe he's not sure of that line, but that would have been a good card to just use. There's the Bio Broly. There we go. We talked about it. Who's going to tunnel vision into it first? So we'll see if it is something that Broly just doesn't care about, right? And they just say, okay, and neg it with the SR. But also, Dobby has to have the SR. So we'll really get to see how impactful it really is or not in the matchup.
yeah, interesting line. It's just basically saying you have to have the 8-drop here.
Right. When Will plays this deck, we know he likes to play the 8-drop. I mean, the Broly a lot, the Z Broly, which for better or for worse, like you kind of said, right? The card's so broken that it would just force you to do it. But
Violent Rays.
That's an interesting card we haven't seen in a while.
Good into a deck that exclusively swings with 30Ks. That's as their major threats. That's pretty good.
It's a little late here, right? It came on the last swing, or I guess that's dual attack, but
it's the first 30K swing. So
right,
old Violent Rays would be really strong here, but
right,
it did have to get errated so they could power creep the game.
I do think that it could have stayed 20k unisons to be a relevant card, but because there are no 30k unisons that matter. But we'll see if Dobby has the A drop here, the SR, should say.
I was thinking Will might just go into the multicolor Broly, the one that came out in the anniversary box now, probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago. That's a 2 energy, but it has no specified cost if your leader is a Broly. So that 7 drop would reduce him to just free and be 1Z energy. And it can't be KO'd, which doesn't really matter in the red matchup. But when it attacks, you get to use a card in a combo. So you basically buy back that Z energy that you paid for it. And if you have 4 or fewer cards in hand, draw a card. But it also has an activate main, where if you pitch a card from your hand, you can add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And you can either choose for your opponent to discard a card, or you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards with 20,000 power or less and KO it. So would have some utility in the matchup just as a smaller swing. We'll see if he gets punished for committing to this Bio Broly.
So far, not.
So he's going with the play he did last turn, where he's just going to swing with his leader twice with barrier and dual attack.
He could possibly just not have the A drop SR here and could have to dig for it. Maybe that's why he's leading with the leader swing and giving a dual attack, right? Kind of like you said, it's not an auto, or it's not limit 1 for the draw. So he gets to see 4 cards here, potentially dig for the out that he might not have. He did mill 1, or discarded 1. So we'll see.
Yeah, his deck is looking pretty thin already. So to not have another copy, and then see 4 cards and not do it. So
it looks like he just drew it. The way I saw him move it from the top of his hand to the bottom of his hand to the top, it looked like. So maybe he just didn't have it in the moment. But it seems like he has it now.
And this is a nice situation for Dobby, where he gets to swing with his leader first against a red deck because his opponent tapped out.
Yep. So dance is not a factor.
You don't have to play around and have this weird sequencing. So Will's going to take advantage of the block here, knowing that it's likely going to die to the 8 drop. He won't be able to give that 8 drop barrier, which is an interesting wrinkle, but it will still get to tuck a whole bunch of cards and do its ability multiple times.
I think it's one of those that doesn't matter, right? Where simply because Will could have his own 8 drop SR to just kill it, ignoring barrier. So maybe it's just not worth it. It is interesting though, because he can't give it dual attack, and the big strength of this card is being able to swing 4 or 5 times in a turn. So, and like you said, Will's tapped out. So this is actually a really potentially scary turn for Will. Interesting.
So the Bio Broly will get the uptick, so it'll go to 35. So you have to use 2 effects, 2 instances to kill it, which is basically now it gets to restand 1 time and swing again if he dumps those last 3 cards. But 2 30k swings into your opponent tapped out. This could just be a testing, and then hope to block the next one and bait him into paying more energy. It'll be interesting to see if Dolby has just decided Violent Raise is better than Dance in this matchup.
For sure.
So I'm not going to go into the Z extra at all. I'm just going to rely on Dance, or rely on Violent Raise, but we'll see.
It also depends how many he's siding or is he maining it, right? How important is that card? We know it's really good against the deck, but then do you double down on it and go to 3 to 4 copies of it, or do you just sit at the normal 2?
And we have to remember this early in the format, chances that you've played the Broly Mirror, or many of them at least, is probably slim, right? You're trying out the new cards. You want to see what all the decks do. So if someone's playing Broly, chances are someone else is trying out a different deck.
Right.
So this is probably these players' first opportunity to kind of wrap their head around the mirror.
Right. Yeah, over here, the team, we don't do a lot of mirror testing. We kind of avoid it like the plague, so wouldn't be surprised if our teammate Will here just isn't really experienced in the mirror because it's not really the type of testing that he would get, especially this early. It's just no one feels like going through that. When it comes down to it, we will, but more based off need than want.
Yeah, right now the format is so wide that you want to get an idea of how a lot of these decks function. You know, there are some members like Daniel who will torture you with the mirror. Any opportunity he gets, but for the most part, we're still early in the format.
We also avoid him like the plague too. So
So this will be interesting to see if Will goes, you know, total just turn off brain. He gets to play SCR first, so let's just do it.
right.
Dalby is at 3 life, so you assume he's probably got a plan to not get triple struck here. But he does get to look at his hand and rip. So chances that he has 2 violent rays in hand, I don't know. But you know, that 4-drop might that 4-drop might end up being crucial here. And I do have a lot of combo power.
Right.
Whether it can get over that Broly SCR, giving all of your, you know, all your 5Ks be 10K combo power and your 10Ks 15, I don't know, but we'll see.
And you know, we haven't seen yet on our bingo card is the Broly that is the best card, arguably in the deck, right? We haven't seen the activate the 15K combo one. No one's played it yet. A lot has happened for them to only be on turn 3, which is what you're going to get from these big 30K swings. It's just going to call for a lot of interaction and a lot of life taking. So I'm not surprised, but I am
the size
surprised
of the
not
swings here just kind of accelerate you to the end game quicker.
Right.
You
We
just
do
can't.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say you can't hoard as many cards in hand. You know, you're going to get through your negates quicker, and then at some point it's just going to be combo power, kind of like playing against Dark Broly back in the day.
Right. Interesting charge here by Will is the Flight of the Grand Eagle, which is actually really strong in the mirror for when that SCR comes down, right? Or that big swing that you know they're going to dump on, because you could just go to 100K. But just to kind of counteract what the SCR does, if you have 2 in your hand, so even if he already has 1, there's an argument to just keep both in your hand just in case that SCR comes down. But he opted to charge it instead,
this might be the one deck that could kill you through a Flight of the Grand Eagle, which would be
right.
which would be really fun to see on stream. I would like that a lot.
Right, for sure.
Because if you play the SCR and then go into the 4-drop, I mean, that's a ton of combo power.
I mean, we've seen this deck combo up to 200K, right? Just between the SCR and then that Broly that gains the plus 30K, and it can get to ridiculous. So it's almost as if the flight was irrelevant, right? At that point of a normal 100K dump that we tend to see, 80 to 100K dump for every other deck actually. So, but this deck's really strong at making big numbers and dumping without losing hand size. We've seen it get to about 80, 90K without even losing a card, still having 12 cards in hand, or maybe losing 1 card in hand in the exchange. So here we
Will
see
is paying
SCR.
3. Yeah, this is a proxy. He is proxying this for the Broly SCR. I know we saw Dalby play Vegito earlier, which is in his hand now, which can't get ripped. But so that is actually he's playing Vegito. So we'll see. He says he just loses. I don't see.
He does. He only has the testing. So he takes the testing. This is only negate, unfortunately. So it's going to be a dumb battle. And unfortunately, even with the plus 30K off of that Broly at the top there, closest to the leader, it's not going to be enough with the plus 5K additional combo and all of your cards that you combo with for your turn cycle with this new Broly SDR.
So at this point, if you're Will, are you just tapping 1 for a Z extra to get the combo power?
I would. I mean, you kind of don't need it, but I would.
Do you Toitsukai to punish him?
That would also be a good play. Yeah, get additional cards out of his hand, but it's looked like he's opting to just go for the swing and then go for the dump.
It's not. I guess I guess he also didn't have super combos. Was that the case?
He had no supers, and also I guess the Koitz is irrelevant because Dobby had 2 extra cards in hand, so he could have just easily warped those to. Oh, here's yes.
Oh,
Okay, so
boy.
he keeps the one up for opting for more combo power than
This is
rather
going to
than the Koitz.
be one of the
Probably
higher
about.
numbers we've seen.
Yeah, I would love to see Will dump it here just for just for science, just to see how high you can get. He likes to do stuff like that, so it'd be cool to see.
Oh, he didn't. So he didn't Jaguar Island, which would have been cool to get.
Even another right. Oh,
Oh,
there it is. Oh,
he
okay.
does it now.
Oh, he just goes for the boost. Yep, does it again, right? So that's plus what?
45k power there. Now this is a 15k super combo.
We haven't seen supers all game, so we'll see how many he really has. 85 so far base.
100. No.
$90. Is now 105.
105.
Yep. I'm not good at math, guys, so bear with me. I have Bobby here.
This is
Okay.
120.
Oh, Lord Jesus, child. See, these are the supers, and Dobby has none.
Does he have it? Is he gonna do it to him? No. Okay, so 130.
30, and then start putting
140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200.
100 right on the money. So just like I said, right? 200 is crazy.
I'm dead, but I'm gonna try.
Yep. I respect it that Dobby didn't just pick his cards up and run home. So
I'm gonna try. 200 is asking a lot. Yeah, the Broly is better than that. He still is gonna have the energy to do that anyway. Oh, now he gets a negate, which is just
classic, right? Right on cue.
The game having to troll you for.
And unfortunately for Dolby, he didn't charge any negates. He just didn't see them, right? He had the Violet Rays and the 1 testing, and just even drawing 4 with leader, just couldn't find another negate for that moment. So
yeah, it's interesting because the deck plays like the Vegito counterattack. That counters and gives plus 30k, and even in this situation, like, wouldn't matter.
Here, I'll unmute the guys too, so you can kind of hear them at this point of the juncture.
95, 105. I can deny a super.
Yep.
But that doesn't matter. I'm at 115. Yeah.
And even Dobby got to 115, right?
Yeah,
so that was any other
that
deck,
is
right?
the way she
It's hard to
goes.
find it at 115.
Yeah, I was like really digging for negates last turn, and I just couldn't find them.
Yeah, there's not often do you
put,
lose combo.
Well, I just put the
to
2
115 on defense.
Yeah, more negates than normal.
Right. So
yeah,
it's impressive to see that even on Broly being able to get to 115 with 1 energy open, and
all that. Or I thought I did. I don't know where it went. Maybe
so it turns out going first and getting the
I
SCR
discarded
first
off
is
leader and put it under
the key to the mirror.
SCR. But
sounds very similar to the other red mirror that we all hate, which was Vegeta.
Yeah.
Right, when Light in the Dark was the most prevalent out of CR, whoever can get to turn 4 first, it just felt really impossible going second with Vegeta in the mirror to win that matchup, just because they got to do everything, the same thing that you could do.
I was surprised you didn't play 4-drop the turn before. I could have sworn that you left
so
one
this
up.
was round 3. We should have one more round to bring you
push harder
after this. So
or just to defend.
We'll be
push harder,
around
frankly.
for shortly. Thanks for joining us, guys. Appreciate you.
See you soon.
This guy?
All right, guys, here we are with round one, back with Bobby for the finals.
Hello.
We have everyone's favorite Red Vegeta versus everyone's even more also favorite Pan Zeno. So this is our Nats matchup. Top tables at Nats. So, for top 16 of Nats.
Yeah, we've been trying to give you some set 29 decks, and now we are firmly back in 2025 with Pan Zeno versus Warp Cheetah.
Back like we never left.
Pan, which is the undisputed best black deck, and then Red Vegeta, which used to be the best black deck before they banned the check lands. So you already see a little bit of spice here in the Red Vegeta players. Warp area with the SR from Tidku. Play a Stillus and kill something 30k Ignoring Barrier, which could definitely be a strong card against Stitch Drop Vegito against Pan. So we'll see if that comes up.
All right. It's an interesting matchup. You have two really aggressive decks. Pan takes its own life, so that really Vegeta could kind of take advantage of that. The barrier blocker is going to be really hard for Pan to clear because I know I don't know if this guy plays it, but a lot of the lists they don't play Humber traditionally. So
Pan here opting to take a less aggressive route. He's not going to play a bunch of Self Awakeners and put the pressure on. Just going to play the Z extra and pass. So, all right, now this is interesting. He almost warping the Trunks from his hand, which would allow him to put another target in the warp, which is pretty neat in a red deck.
Right, something we talked about on Reveal. Really good synergy with the deck, just because it could go find a Goku Black. It could go find you another Saiyan, whatever you might be missing. Even kind of help fuel the Awaken too, right? If you're Saiyan short, if you whiffed off of that blind mill, which is actually interesting, right? To kind of help the consistency, but more importantly, you could just find that Goku Black.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword because you don't ever get to play it. Your leader does have to be black to be able to play it from the warp, but it is some added consistency to the deck for sure. So cool to see some spice already. I said we were back in 2025, but we're already got set 29 cards in here.
I do wonder if Pan is playing any of the new black cards as well, especially even including that Trunk. Might be a few tools that it could play, or maybe one of the unisons from the whatchamacallit, Zamasu deck or Goku Black deck.
All right, so we've got the dual name Overrealm here coming in for Vegeta, which we'll see play in both decks.
We see the skill list hiding out in his warp right now, so I think and I also see that Goku that ignores barrier for 2, so it looks like he's going for more barrier removal skill list package, and also playing Cumber as well. So
yeah, the modern game does require a lot of barrier removal, so it does make sense. So Pan now getting to go down to 5, can awaken. We'll see here how much pressure Vegeta chooses to put on. Not that much. Just take some draws and pass.
Yep. Very simple turn. It'll be interesting to see if Pan wastes their removal on this Gohan, which they should, because the Gohan will just give Vegeta value over time, and red bleeds his hand. Not a lot of the cards replace itself on play with the draw. But the Gohan is really, really strong. It's in the matchup. Essentially gives him his own version of the pan leader effect, where when he combos with that skillless red, he gets to draw a card. So
yeah, it's tricky too because Pan's a deck that wants to swing, so now he's gonna pay for this Trunks here just to get one card off the board, which is the Gohan. So not the most optimal play, but it does keep your opponent from drawing, so that's important.
Yep.
And I guess I should clarify that. I don't mean not. It's just your opponent's making you play around their cards, right? That's what I mean by less optimal.
Yeah, so essentially you have a black deck versus a black deck disguised as a red deck.
Mhm.
So we'll see if the access to that extra color essentially gives him an edge in the advantage, or an edge in the matchup.
So here we see Pan player combo and getting the draw, awakening, reading the leader to make sure they burst and draw in the correct order. And now you have the combo on the back side of the leader also live here. Ooh, burst the Kai, that's always nice. A little free value there. Remember, most Red Vegeta players are playing these Universe 7 super combos, so it is live at 5 life.
Right.
We're getting two Z energy and 1 energy for Demeter here, which will give the Pan
Typical.
player a wormhole. Tapping out. This is
What's
okay.
to
That
make
makes
this?
sense
Yeah.
for a floodgate.
Yep. Typical
We'll see
pan
if
play
this-
here, right? Typical line.
We'll see if this influences the Vegeta player to, go into something like the Jiren Unison next turn, or just be happy to swing with one battle card.
Could
Maybe
also play the
prioritize removal.
you could play the Majin Blue Unison too, right? I believe that just to not invest so much energy, but the Jiren could have value over time just because it has the free negate and against an aggressive deck. So I have seen that pivot playing against Vegeta where they get battle card floodgated. So instead of wasting their turn and bleeding their hand, they just play a Unison.
So that Overwhelm nets him, a +1 on the leader because you get the combo and draw. But when it doesn't come from hand, that's even better. He did have the Kai, so the Kai also kind of would have acted as that free +1.
Correct.
Chances that card will get to your opponent's turn and get to be used in a combo against red is pretty slim, but
I mean, he also gets the
optimistic.
he gets that combo to kind of get the Z energy for dance too, right? Where the Kai wouldn't give him that. And you are playing against red still, so be mindful. Get your Z energy when you can.
I just
High
always
value.
end up comboing that card off because it's
gonna die.
I guess it forces your opponent to remove it first before you get kind of that free draw. So kind of similar to the Gohan for Vegeta.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Vegeta player here charges a black energy. Got to do it soon, assuming you're playing Cumbers. There it is.
Yep. Right on cue. Maybe for his own tenacious, essentially.
Yep. All right. So now, doing what every Trunks Xeno player dreams of doing, warping that Trunks drawing too, and then putting something good in your warp.
Emphasis on the word dream because they never have it.
It's a shame that Red Vegeta is just a better version of Charncino. But here we are.
Don't let Max hear you say that, please.
Well, luckily Max is not watching the stream, so we are fine. He will not hear
He will not hear it.
any of my commentary.
And no one will tell him, so we're good. What happens on the stream stays on the stream. It's like Vegas. So we see the leader swing. He's under Tenacious anyway. So I think he'll play his own Tenacious here, seems like. He's going for an Overrealm, which tends to be
Yep. So all these two very aggressive decks are floodgating each other.
yeah.
Remind you guys that these locals are being hosted in the Dimension Magic Games Discord. You've probably seen plenty of links in the Facebook discussion group to join. Trying to run events pretty frequently here to start the year and kind of build up the community and give people an opportunity to play the new cards with the lack of organized play in the beginning of the season, beginning of the year. So if you're interested, these locals are free with some pricing attached. So join, play tonight. I think we had 16 players join in, which was really cool, and some well-known high-level players are playing in the event, as we see here in the finals as well. So get in, get some practice in, play with your new cards.
Yeah, for sure. We'd love to have you guys, man. We're doing this for the community, and a couple guys from the team would definitely also partake, but we want to make sure that you guys have, that full opportunity to kind of get all that fun testing in, man. Whether it's for an event or not, just being able to use these cards. So. But we do see, as we kind of predicted, the Unison play to the Jiren. He went for the Thin, which then is removal built in as well, and it also allows him to play the Tenacious in the same turn instead of having to tap all three for the Jiren. So he still gets a swing in. Unfortunately, Pan gets kind of wants this swing and sitting at 5. He'll just take the hit, get his draw, go about his day. He wants to be at 4. I mean, really, he could be at 5 or 4, but now his super combos are live. He is also under Tenacious, so in aggro. What aggro decks do most is floodgate their opponent, so.
Yeah, so this is an interesting spot. Still can't use Explosive Dance being at 5 life. 1 battle card swing for Pan. It's not like it has any great pressure with Unisons. It does not have the wide array of Unisons from the Z deck to play like Vegeta does in the same situation. So
Jay also
that Evil Saiyan is live, right?
Yeah, Evil Saiyan is live. But on being under Tenacious, I think you just get your draws here with the Pan, maybe set up a Demigra and kind of just go about your day. Right? You don't need to commit too much from your hand onto the board or anything like that. You can only swing so much, so.
Yeah, if you're playing the Vegeta Unison, that could be a line here. It does get you some drop power. It does make it a little bit stickier of a Unison for your opponent to play around. Oh, hey, look.
There it is. Yep. So same thing from both players. They get Tenacious, then they're just going for the value play. One went for the removal line, the other one's going for a draw Unison, and don't need to commit too much energy here or too much here. Just get your swings, and he got his draw with leader, so he's okay.
Yep. So this will
place 2 and draw.
Yeah, get him some stuff back from the warp to the drop. Obviously this is a little bit harder to clear than the Demeter Unison, which is only a 5k, so pretty easy to play around.
And if your opponent, again, ironically, in an aggro matchup, wastes 3 swings, essentially giving you 3 life, you kind of ask for that, right? You want that to happen. So, and then, but then now, Pan doesn't has an issue of not really being able to draw too well as a leader after it does this thing. So if this Unison Burgess turns, it'll get its return on investment over time. It already does, right? Being played from the Z, it's just automatic +1. So if he almost does ignore it, then he just gets to see another card on his turn, which is very rare for Pan to have that plus, the net positive
Yeah.
or the net plus. So
If I'm playing Pan, ultimately I do want to get back to a Demeter Unison. So
right,
ideally, my opponent is going to put some swings into this and let me use it kind of as a floodgate.
right.
So then, because it always does feel bad to play a new Unison over a kind of established tanky Unison you already have in play.
False, you just never have it. Don't let me in with you, peasant. Interesting.
Hey, Max is listening to our commentary. Thanks for joining us, buddy. Good to have you.
Yep, glad you're here. Yeah, I know Jay snitched because Jay also thinks he's a whatchamacallit player, a Trunk Xeno player. Never seen him play the deck one time, but here we are.
Yep, you should. If you want to play Transino, you should try it into Daniel's TN. It's a great time. You really have fun getting tapped out by Perunda over and over.
Only certain teammates are privy to that, so
What an honor. What an honor.
imagine losing a Warp Jita with Trunk, Imagine. So here you see him just go for a negate here with the guy, counterattack. Which Pan has a lot of those, right? Between that and the Bardock and token negate, it can actually negate a lot of swings. Some of them are at the cost of life, but it's okay. It's okay with doing that because it just wants to get to the next turn, so then it could be as aggressive as it wants to be. So no leaks here. Just good, honest commentary. No secrets from the people.
Yes, spoiler alert. Sometimes TN can play Perunda.
Yeah, weird. Imagine. So he has a little bit more negates in his Pan deck with the Power Burst.
Yeah, Power Burst recycling the try is really nice.
Yeah, which you don't really see a lot of Pan decks play. They tend to just rely on token negate and this negate on the board and the Bardock negate. But why not have another Sparking negate? Again, it gets you to Kai, which then gets you more combo power. So it's actually not terrible.
So this looks like this is a like we said earlier, this Bio Broly is so strong that you just play it in other red decks for 3 energy. So this is going to come in and it's going to clear the board, basically, netting everything 30k. And then it will not have barrier as it gets in the Broly deck, but I know we didn't spell this card out for everybody when Will played it, but it is deflect, unique, double strike blocker. It is 3 energy and 3 Z energy to play in this deck, so it is a heavy cost. If there are 2 or fewer battle cards in your opponent's battle area, this card can't be removed from a battle area by your opponent's skills. So Pan has to establish 3 battle cards before it can die, basically. When this card is played, choose all of your opponent's battle cards that get minus 30,000 power for the turn. So I think the Pan player is looking it up, but that Goku will end up dying. And then when your opponent's battle card is played or attacked, your leader and this card get 5,000 power for the turn. So essentially the Pan player has to play 3 battle cards to remove this, which will bump the Vegeta's leader up to a base of 30k. So
which Pan cannot swing through at a 30k efficiently either.
Right. Pretty crazy floodgate.
Right. So it's going to be really hard for Black to clear this. Even despite all of that, it would take, again, playing a couple battle cards and burning them, and then still having the energy for that, having the energy to then play the non-cumber that they have. They could easily play the Goku Xeno from the Z to remove it, but They still got to get the other 2 battle cards on the board, which isn't the hardest thing for Pan to do, right? An overwhelm, maybe play the Demigra, that's 1. Overwhelm twice, that's 2 things on the board, and then you can now play something to kill it. But
Yeah, you
that's
definitely
essentially your
can,
turn.
but
So, right.
it's kind of a bummer if your opponent just starts to time walk you over and over with this card from the Z deck each turn.
Right.
You know, you're gonna play 3 cards to be able to clear it, and then they're going to play it again and neg the board 30k,
Right.
which
Right.
is
Right.
really insane.
And that'll be interesting to see if he does have the line to kill it here, to then if his opponent just replays another one anyway. And then it's like, hey, want to see a magic trick? Do it again. So,
Yeah, and there's not even really an efficient way to remove it for black. I mean, even the trump card in black, which is the petrification, it negates pending autos, but permanents don't activate. So even if you were to petrify this Bio Broly, you would get around the autos, but you would not get around the permanent to not be able to remove it, since that doesn't activate. So
correct.
Easier when your opponent's leader is not getting beamed, obviously, but tricky card for black to remove for sure.
Yeah, definitely going to be difficult. Arguably could be checkmate in the game, in the matchup. Because Pan, like you said to earlier, right? Pan doesn't have a lot of unisons to swing with, right? It doesn't have that. It really relies on that Demigra. So you don't have anything that's going to put that much pressure on your opponent from the Z deck as a unison to say, okay, I can just ignore this card and let it ride. It just, you, Pan lives and breathes by its battle card swing. It can try to kind of swing under it a little bit, right? Play a battle card, swing with that battle card, maybe get a card or 2 from his opponent. But it also triggers on attack as well. So you're just automatically putting his leader to 25. So you really only get 1 impactful taxing swing, essentially, before it becomes now you're losing cards. But he does have a lot of cards in hand, so more than most Pan players would. I would play Daniel if he wasn't trying to play at 1 a.m. all the time. He doesn't play at 1 a.m., so it's 3 a.m. He's asleep at 1, taking a nap.
Yeah, he's getting ready to play at 1 a.m., thinking about it, you know?
Right.
Which, in fairness, is midnight Central Time. So.
No, but actual cakewalk game for Panzino. Maybe until this new Bio Broly, which now is something that's going to be really hard for him to deal with. I mean, how does he get through this efficiently and impactfully? Really, it's more so impactfully, right? Like he can't really kill it, and even if he did, it's not efficient, and he can't really swing through it because it's not going to be that impactful.
So here's our first battle card. We get +5. Yeah, it seems like he's built a list that effectively combos between using. Well, I'm talking about the Warp Judah player here, by using like the pseudo combos, right?
Right.
Like you see in his Z energy there. So building up Z energy is going to be a priority, and then if you can keep casting this Bio Broly, really just an insane barrier for your opponent to have to get over.
Right. Well, we see our first battle card, right? And then like I said, he could play another overwhelm here, kind of the line I was in, right? You play the Demigra, get the double overwhelm, so you don't have to invest too much energy into the play line, and then use the other energy for the actual removal to kill it. And I think if he can kill it here, he's okay, unless he slams another one and it just again turns his turn off. Either way, this is going to really limit how much you can do on a turn to matter.
I mean, honestly, there's no real reason not to just keep replaying it. If I kind of go through all the list of things that
I think they're
do,
reading. I think he might have misunderstood how Broly worked. I think he was playing the Cumber to try to hit the Broly, but I think he misunderstood the 2 or more line text of the unreasonable permanent printed on the card. But I
Well,
can
hopefully
see
this
maybe
third card he plays will have
removal built in.
removal.
Yeah. I
It
mean, he
is
could play
only a
the
3
the trunks.
cost.
Yeah.
Trunks would hit it, yeah, but it's only a 3 cost, so like your Johan barrier Z card coming out won't hit it. The 1 drop from the Z deck would hit it. Or okay, you
Or
can do
okay, or
that.
Cumber. That's a good way to get rid of it for sure. And still have an impactful swing at 40K. And Cumber can swing 25, so that's good.
Right,
So we see his life here. Yep.
seems like our best target's probably the negate. Yeah. And then he's probably got some good targets here for fan player to play. Maybe he's got one of those 25Ks. Yeah.
Yeah, so get a little 25K. So I mean, look, what does he need? He only got 1 bean out of that, essentially. So, or 2. It should be 2 beans, right? It should be a double bean because of the Cumber. And
He
I think
got 3.
it should be 3. I think that might say plus 15. Yeah. So he is a 30K leader, but Cumber SCR swings for 40. So that is pretty taxing. And then this overround swings for 30. So that's already 5 there. And then the 25K potential double off of the Cumber, 7 drop. You easily can combo on top of that with a super and make that matter. So but we do see the dance here. I don't think he's even charged much to swing.
I'm not sure if the sequence, I mean, it's kind of, I guess you could debate the merits here, but chances that you're going to be able to swing with the Evil Saiyan after getting dance with a 40K is pretty slim. So
Lead with that swing.
you might want to lead with that swing because they're going to dance, and then you can combo you have other 30Ks in your hand, for example, to get Trunks to be able to swing, but 40K is difficult to pay the tax with.
Well, he gets his leader swing, so he could combo here to be able to still get the 40K swing. And there we see it, right, comboing up, because he kind of has to either way, just because of the triple bean. So going to 30, matching 30 to 30, potentially. Arguably should be a little bit more just because he gets the free combo, unless he already done leader skill. And I don't think he has, but yeah, there you go, getting at least a super combo from his opponent, which is good math here, combo math for sure.
Well, this is the first swing besides the one that got negated. This is the first swing going through. So the Vegeta player will get the free 5K from the warp, which is probably why he put the number at 35, right? So at least tax him
at least
either super or the 1 card. Yeah.
And now he gets his the 30, so he can still swing with Cumber here because he has the 30 and a super combo, which adds up to the 40 that he needs. He can essentially, I think he does have the 25K Bardock in there, or not Bardock, the Trunks. So he gets to swing here. Basically, this turn he essentially gets to swing through dance and not really worry about it too much, which is nice. I mean, you could see his opponent's hand is pretty thick, which is going to be, but
yeah, the issue here is it seems like the wrong turn to kind of push aggression into a 30K leader. But if for the foreseeable future, this is what your fate is going to be,
right,
it's going to be, you got to kind of just say now or never.
right.
You could establish a barrier board, and you could try and play some cards that
There's another 30K.
Don't get cleared by the Bio Broly,
Right.
So that way it's a little easier to clear the Bio Broly moving forward, but that might not be in everybody's list. So
I will give credit where credit is due. I definitely said it was close to checkmate, but this guy's done a really good job at not only clearing the Bio Broly, but making his turn just feel so impactful. Where it almost if that Bio Broly was non-existent, and ironically, if that Broly was never on the board, these swings would be taxing a lot, right? The leader wouldn't be at 30K, so we're swinging 30s and 30s and 40s and 25s, which would just really tax the hand. Right now, that Bio Broly did a lot to just kind of allow the almost to get to his next turn without losing so much cards from his hand. So,
yeah, we know Panzino can definitely beat Warp Jita. We saw that example at Nats. So Obviously, it depends on context and cards. They're both very strong decks, but maybe that Bio Broly is just something that will push Red Vegeta maybe in some of these matchups it was weaker in.
Oh, for sure.
Is he doing it again? Yep,
Oh,
he's
for
doing it
sure. Yeah, I
again.
was gonna
Now
ask
this is interesting because he's gonna do it into
Cumber. Does
Cumber,
that take it though if the board is cleared so it can't be removed by skills?
he won't have a target. That's the
That's the thing too,
that's
right?
the thing. So that's the Cumber goes down to 10. He has no targets.
I was gonna
There's
ask you
no
too. Would you slam it again going into your next turn? But he answered that for me. So
yeah, that's why I think the Pan player decided to push that turn. Even with the 30k base leader, it's going to be that way
right.
regardless, right? You almost have to find a way to build up a barrier board that the Bio Broly, excuse me, doesn't remove, and then
Right.
that way you can remove it without having to play too many cards. What a bummer this card exists. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. But I
it
think
was
that's
neat to read, but
for sure. It's scary. I think that's also probably why with the Almost list, he's kind of double downing on that barrier removal, right? Compared to other Vegeta lists where he could play the Bio Broly and still play one for Cumber to remove something with barrier, or two for something to remove something with barrier with the Goku. So
Yep.
just to kind of get around that strategy as well against those more barrier heavy decks.
it makes sense why this card is not leader locked, even though it's not
It's not
fair and
anything
Broly
locked.
either, right? I mean,
It's literally nothing locked. You could splash red in a deck in another color and play it. Kind of silly.
maybe that's how Pan answers it moving forward. Red Black Pan is finally here.
It's finally here. It's back. Whoever made that YouTube comment, please make yourself known so we know what you were talking about. We've been waiting.
We finally figured it out.
Yep. Took a set or two, but we got there. Or three.
Okay, so Token Negate and the counterplay both are helpful here in getting around.
Oh, that's interesting. Playing the new.
The counterplay actually there gets rid of the Bio Broly. That's nice.
Right, because he token negated first. Oh wow,
Ooh, interesting. Yeah,
that's a mishap of sequencing there for sure.
might not have been a way to play around it. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe the leader swing might have been.
If he didn't swing, he swung first, right, to allow the token negate. If he doesn't swing, then he doesn't have two battle cards, so then he could still play the dual attacker here, and then not have gotten the counterplay wouldn't have been able to kill it. So the swing first before playing something is really what.
And this dual name will it does minus 10k when you play a red extra. Is that correct?
Correct.
So that if there was a way to facilitate that, that would have played around the token, but and also would have got rid of the Cumber because he still needs to get 10k off of that.
Right. I do think the mishap here is playing into that counterplay, and could have easily been played around with just a swing, throwing it to this unison and put it into one marker or something, or just not swinging first. But unfortunately, it's gone. So I think that might actually equal game on the crackback, unless he has another tenacious here. He does have the. I don't know. He's looking at his drop. He might have it. He might not. But he really needs it to not die next turn.
Yeah, we are into overtime here, so we're 4 minutes and 45 seconds left.
So there's the second power burst, even though I was told Pan only plays one. So thank you for lying to me. But that is interesting. They're in overtime. I think they're both sitting at 3 life. I believe here comes the Tenacious, tapping the black. We haven't seen the SCR from the Vegeta player yet, but they might not even have time to ever see it. So we'll still just not know what he's playing. I don't know. Maybe he's playing Broly. He does have some new cards proxied in here. Maybe he's playing Broly, which is really strong. Maybe he's still playing Line of Dark. I know some people play the other Vegito. Depends who you ask. But
yeah, it could just be Broly. That seems to be the simplest answer. He's going pretty hard here on super combos.
Seems he's playing. I think he might be aware that he's in overtime. He could just be playing for time, but he can only do so much this turn, regardless. Despite all that, and that Cumber gets to bridge a turn too. It's just a 40k swing, even under Tenacious. So, but he looks like he is dumping here, but it seems more of a stall for time dump. How much do you have the clock in front of you? Do you know how much time is actually left?
You have
in
3
overtime?
minutes and 17 seconds.
Mhm.
I guess I'm a little confused on. You'd have to eat up the rest of this time. Does there equal life right now or no?
They're both at 3.
Okay. It's hard to tell. The Panzino player having
Black sleeves.
black sleeves that kind of blend together here. So I'm going to assume they're tied. I don't know what the play is here. I mean, I guess this could be the SCR, right? If you're playing the 1 energy triple striker, and hoping that your opponent doesn't.
Right, you dump here to then get the bigger 40k swing and get to super combo back. That would make sense. It could also be light. Oh no, he already overwhelmed for the turn, so it's not light and a dark. It's not lining up a light and a dark play. So we'll see. I mean, he could possibly just slam, like you said, the triple strike here, get the super combo back, swing for 50k or a little bit more than 50. Right, he still has some cards in his hand that he could combo with. It didn't seem like a full dump here.
Triple tie in hand, I mean, throws off the combo math.
Yeah.
Greatly. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Gets I think Warp Cheetah was up to 65.
And now he can actually pop the Z extra to kill the Cumber. Oh, wait, didn't he?
He's gonna go to black, I assume here.
Black, just to get one more card out his opponent's hand. Which, okay, yep. So maybe this is game here. If he does have that SCR, we'll see right in the minute. The swing again, keep it at 15 probably, or combo.
Meki Kabora
lined him up for the negate. He knew his opponent would negate, and he just purposely set him up to play it. Very interesting SCR choice, because if it gets milled, you don't get to play it ever over something like Cumber or the red ones that we said. But I guess the same thing with the red ones, short of Cumber. So, and he takes the cards and he gets the 40k swing here, and he essentially can win in time just from clearing the board. He really still can't win via damage, but
yeah. So just in case you're unaware, this card is counterplay. Play this card, and for every card in your opponent's Z deck, place up to 1 battle card from your drop or warp under this card, and this card can't be removed from your battle area by your opponent's dealers for the turn. Additionally, if the battle card is being played as cost 7 or less, send it to the warp instead. And then it has a permanent where it gets reduced by it gets reduced by 7, basically, if the number of cards in you and your opponent's warps is 7. And then it has an auto, place 1 card from under this card into your drop. When this card or your opponent attacks, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and send it to its owner's warp. So quite a bit of removal. Well, 40k dual attack. Oh. And he's got 3 life, he's under Tenacious, and there's 4 seconds left in the round. So
he is swinging, but he only has 1 card in hand, so it's going to be really hard to get that damage through either way, but he can clear the board.
Opposing is good here.
Yep. Gets out for 1. He just made Pay go all the way down in cards in hand to the point where he had 1 card in hand, and it was the combo attack, but it allowed him to kind of see another card and do a little bit more, but it's just ultimately not going to be enough.
Yeah, very, very neat list by the Almas here, with displaying some different strategies that we don't always see with Warp Cheetah, right, especially with the addition of Bio Broly. Meki Kabora, $10 SCR. So if you're complaining about the cost of the game, there you go. You don't need the new Broly. You can just play the $10 SCR and win locals. Super Kami would definitely hurt that Meki Kabora SCR, but didn't have it. So that looks like the end of the tournament with Warp Cheetah taking this one.
Appreciate you guys being here. That was a good one to watch. It was very interesting to see. So definitely, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Bobby, for being here and commentating with me. And hopefully, we can see them again in the next one.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Hopefully, we'll get more people each Tuesday to play, try out these new cards, and just discover some new strategies like we saw here today. So, again, thanks for joining us. The VOD for this will be on the channel. If you ever want to go back and check out the games, you can go there. And if you haven't subscribed already, please throw us a bone and hit the subscribe button.
Peace, guys. See you soon.
Everybody.